Great. Now we're starting to get in there and finding out more about this. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I notice this is not a musical.
Right.
But tell me about the drums. Boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, boom, boom.
Eugene O'Neill is
Is this about in the jungle?
yeah.
Right?
Well, he's I mean, he's probably America's premier playwright along with August Wilson. And in this story, he wrote this thing where the natives, as they're beginning to root out the emperor, one of the things that signifies that they create a ceremony where there's a persistent drum all through the rooting out period. So while Brutus is in the forest, he has this drum that's just following him, and it just grows, and it gets bigger and bigger. Yeah. And at one point, he even wonders if that's like a ghost in and of itself. So present from the moment that the people begin the ceremony of rooting him out in the theater, there will be a constant live drum that carries the entire length of the play.
Keeps him on his toes.
Absolutely.
Was he any a lover or anything? Did he have any women? Did he have any?
In my
Because most of these emperors and all, they'd always had a couple broads on the side.
Right. Eugene O'Neill didn't give us that, but in my subtext, in the development of the character, he's had quite a few of them.
Yeah.
But in the world of the play, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
His lover is money.
There's nothing indecent or anything like that.
No, I don't get that lucky.
No nudity, right?
No.
Okay. You're not going to come running out naked or anything like that. That'd be a show, right?
Would it?
Okay. And then, how do you prepare for a show like this? How do you prepare? You got all these lines and you're thinking, and you got this character.
Yeah.
You take people go see a baseball game, and a pitcher, he's talented because he throws the ball.
Right.
The football player gets the ball and he runs with it.
Right.
But here you are, the lights go on, your crowd's there, and you got to remember these lines and your motion, the feeling, the body motion, everything go with it. That's talent.
Yeah.
And for somebody to come and see that, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, sure. John and Randy, I mean, they have this wonderful process where they use improv early in the rehearsal process.
Tell me about the rehearsals.
Well, they set up these improvs.
What do you mean?
Improvisational scenarios between the characters that are in the play.
Oh, okay.
So he'll pull me aside and give me my motivation, my objective for a scene, and pull someone else and give them theirs. And then he brings us together. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what I'm doing. And we kind of just have to live in the moment, and we learn the characters. So once you learn the characters, once we get into the rehearsals and get to running the scenes over and over and over, the lines kind of mean more because we know so much about the characters.
Right.
So therefore, the lines, they fit into the story. So it's not like you're fighting against the line or trying to remember them. They're your blueprint for what you're doing. So it gets easier and easier to kind of remember what it is you have to say because you know what it is you're doing and why you're doing it.
In other words, when you're teaching somebody to be an actor, you assist people in becoming actors, right?
I do.
And that's part of the training?
Absolutely. The most important thing for any actor, contrary to belief, is not the lines. The lines are second. What's most important is understanding the character and knowing what the character hopes to get out of this. If you know what the character is fighting for, then that kind of drives everything else. The lines are the icing on the cake.
Well, you know what? I've been doing this show for 20 years, 21 years.
Sure.
Nobody told me what to do.
Oh.
What shall I do? What am I doing? Am I doing all right?
Oh, no, you're doing fantastic because you know what it is you hope to get out of this. See, it's easy. You don't even need lines. That makes you better than us.
Yeah, well, teach me what I should do. What should I do? I mean,
other than what you're doing now?
I'm 87 years old and I want to learn. In fact, I got one of the students is teaching me how to work the. I just bought this. $500 I paid for it.
You got an iPad. I don't have one of those.
And he's teaching me, right?
I'm not that technologically advanced.
Well, you become 87, you'll get one. but in other words, give me that again about what being. It's almost like being an actor.
Sure. I mean, all it is you know what you're doing, what you're supposed to do. You're living in the moment, and that's all acting is being present at that moment, no matter what's going on, being honest and truthful in that moment, and that's what you do. That's what I'm feeling.
Well, I feel comfortable doing it, right?
And that's all. That's number one. That's number one.
Hello, Hollywood. All right. No answer. All right, now, one other thing. You have a website.
I do.
Right? Tell me about it. What it is.
It's Go Cash Productions, and that's Cash with a K. So www.gokashproductions.com. And by the end of this week, because we're going through a full overhaul and update right now, anyone who logs on to gokashproductions.com will be able to see information because we're about to remount 6 Degrees.
All about this?
Well, that won't be on
not
that
now,
one.
okay.
But they'll find out about 6 Degrees, 7 Deadly Sins, and Single Black Female, because all of those
Single black female.
are going to have a run.
Tell me what that's all about.
between now and May.
We stopped on that.
Yeah, well,
Tell me
like I said, it looks at
that 70%
of African American women are single.
are single.
So what I did.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, what I did, and that's a good question, because I don't have an answer to that, because it's not necessarily anything wrong with it. But what I did was looked at that stat and built a story around some women and some men and a relationship scenario, and we see what happens. And that has some music and live singing and so forth and all that
Oh
in
yeah,
it as well.
your music?
Yeah.
You got anything about it?
Well, it's neo soul style music, so it's going to be an interesting piece.
No old Solomio or anything like that.
No.
But all right, now what else you got coming up?
Other than my own productions, which are actually after this, the most important thing,
right now.
Also, before we get to this, once a month I do host an improv show in Philly, improv comedy. That's like your Saturday Night Live, Mad TV, and Live in Color. So we do that once a month in Philadelphia on
What,
third
they tell
Fridays.
jokes and all?
Well, we act out any scenario comedically.
How about me? Can I ever get up
I
there and
would
do that?
love to have you on the show.
What will I do?
We take suggestions from the audience.
Take what? A question? What do you mean?
Yeah, we'll get a scenario from the audience.
Well,
And,
let me hear. Go ahead.
Okay, audience. Who's your favorite TV character?
best-
Somebody might yell out Mr. T, and you got to be Mr. T, and we say, what is he doing? He's going to the dentist. And then without any preparation, you'll be Mr. T going to the dentist.
What the heck, man? I'm lost now.
Clubber Lang. You remember him from the Rocky movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rocky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Clubber Lang. That
Yeah,
would
like,
be you. You would have to act like him.
Stallone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Anything that the audience came up with.
Adrian.
That would work.
Okay.
That would work.
All right. Okay.
That would work.
Move your blooming.
Exactly.
Remember that My Fair Lady?
Of course I do.
Right.
So that's improv.
I could have been a contender.
Exactly.
Waterfront.
Exactly.
Right.
See,
All right.
You're ready.
I'm doing pretty good.
And but before any of that, we have the Emperor Jones from
All right.
March 4th.
Let's see. We're going to get another little cut here. All
Okay.
right. Let's
All
take
right.
another little cut.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
All righty. We're going to wrap up here pretty good. We did 2 cuts, right?
Yeah, we did
Okay.
2. We did 2.
So, all right. Look, it's been a pleasure working here. And now the show's going to be starting March the 4th through the 27th, every Sunday in March, every Friday and Saturday in March.
We got you covered.
Matinees at 2 o'clock on
Yep.
Sunday, 8 o'clock at the Center Theater on DeKalb Street in Norristown, Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.
Okay, now, without further ado, it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
I say that when John told me you're a talented guy, you are not only talented, but you're a really nice guy,
Oh,
down
thank
to
you.
earth.
Thank you. I appreciate
think
it.
that's what it's all about. Good. And I never met you before, but
Yeah.
it looks like I've known you for,
I feel
for a
the
long
same way.
time. Okay?
All right.
So thanks a lot.
Thank you
God
for
bless
having me.
you.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing us to come in here. Come up to Norristown and see this show. Emperor Jones. Come on. Really, he's a talented guy, and we're here in Norristown. We're looking to build a good, nice theater, and that's going to be at the Center Theater down on DeKalb Street. Okay? So until we meet again, keep bobbing and weaving, slip and slide. Don't worry about the mule going blind. Get in a wagon, hold the line. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.